Just I mean, there hasn't been anything said on this floor that I disagree with. I think we all recognize that the budget is a shambles, and many of us, I think the four leaders have agreed that before we ever have to do this budget again, we're going to sit down and decide how to do it differently, to rationalize the budget, to talk about how much money we have to spend and how we want to spend it. Unfortunately, a lot of the decisions that we would like to believe we make, we don't make. Most of the budget is already predisposed and allocated either by federal law, federal mandate, which means they don't pay us back, or through the Constitution that's been put in there like Prop 98 that the voters put there directly. This is simply about one thing this year. We had an agreement in the budget. There are agreements that we made in that budget that do not thrill me, but I really believe that in maintaining our agreements. You know, if we don't have at the heart of our work the integrity of the institution, then who will? How can other people respect things that we don't respect ourselves? We already did something today that many of us question. We went along with it because it was, I believe, a really unique set of circumstances. However, we should not get into the practice of doing things that we do not intend to abide by. And so I just think we are reneging on an agreement that we had. I just say that for myself. That's my interpretation. Obviously, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle have a different interpretation. But we are, in fact, going to come back and talk about all the things that were brought up. Let me just close by saying we green light local government spending by law enforcement of state dollars. We green light those in amounts and sums far greater than the amount that we're talking about here today. Knowing full well that any city or any county in this state could go to the voters with a majority vote general purpose tax to provide what we, the state, are providing. So we're pretty selective on which programs we support in local government and which programs we don't. This is one that I think we ought to support. We ought to maintain and abide by our agreements and uphold the integrity of this institution. I ask for an aye vote.